everybody. Thanks for listening to Fate of Isen. This is Book 2, Chapter Earth, Episode 29, Grasping Greenhouse. This episode was live streamed on our Twitch channel on Wednesday, 25th of October, 2023. If you want to watch our adventures live and take part in the chat while you're at it, make sure you're following us on twitch.tv/Fate of Isen so you do not miss out on anything, including Jules's really cool outfit this time around. Yeah, I talked about myself in the third person. Woo! Is that third person? Anyway. And to get yourself some new dice in your new favorite colors and with only the best luck, of course, make sure you head on over to our partners fanrolldice.com and use the promo code FATEOFISEN to get 10% off your entire order. So, here's the recap. The Sidebars managed to actually open a door without too much trouble. Could we finally be improving their luck? The last episode, the Sidebars were exploring the monastery, looking for what is making everything grow so luscious and green around here, while outside the walls, the earth dies. And the Sidebars have an inkling of what it might be. As they already know from Nurse Nahi, the Earthstone is located somewhere around here, while Abbot Peak was studying its mysteries. Will the door reveal more secrets? Or is what they find inside only horror and death? Hello everybody, Kia ora, and welcome to Fate of Isen, Book 2. You're here, we're excited. It's Jules's favorite time of year. Do, she sings a song, even though you've just heard a song. Okay, so we are a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition podcast made by a bunch of Kiwi comedians from Whanganui-a Tara Aotearoa, that's Wellington, New Zealand. We kōrero-paki, we tell a whole lot of jokes, and we have a lot of fun along the way. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are up to episode 29 of Book 2, Chapter Earth. Are we nearing the end? Jules sure hopes so.
Get it done. Get it out of here.
Because what happens at the end of the Earth chapter? It's so exciting. Here being excited with me are a bunch of amazing, comedians here from Wellington, NZ, people who I am delighted to call fellow podcasters and friends, because they're kind of the best. Today, we find ourselves picking up from where we left off in the monastery, where we are looking for, where we've been sent by Nurse Nahi to recover the Earthstone from where Abbot Peak has hidden it somewhere in this monastery. I don't think he hid it on purpose, but he brought it here to study, and now the monastery is about the only thing that is growing, which of course Mr. Kane is very interested in, because if he can monetize how the monastery seems to be growing its crops and maybe give it to some people if they give him a whole lot of money, he would be pretty keen on that. What our Sidebars will do when they find this Earthstone is yet to be seen, and if they can survive the greenhouse as the door opens mysteriously, coming in close contact with Abbot Peak's journal. We saw a light up, and then the door, click, kind of opened, which caused a whole lot of chaos to happen behind our Sidebars, as the various followers of Mr. Kane were a little confused and surprised this door had never opened before. Not any of their lockpicking or bashing could have got it access, but somehow Dexter, just carrying a book near it, managed to make the door open. So they've gone off to kind of make Mr. Kane aware that the mystery door is opening, which leaves our Sidebars alone for a moment in this room, facing a mysterious door.
Guys, I feel like we should go through the door before those guards come back.
Do you think it's magnetic? I'm trying to figure out the book.
I think we should go in and shut it behind us before they come back.
Wait, is there any kind of other metal around that's not the door?
I mean, yes?
Can Dixis just start tapping the book against like other metal things?
Your sword on your hip goes, warning. I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's not a very nice
Magnets,
sword.
how do they work? Let's go.
And yes, for the people at home, only Dexter can hear his sword talk, so he just seems like a maniac.
It's a quirk. We've grown to love it.
Okay, stop exploring your area. Just.
We're just done with phrasing. Okay, I scoot my toot.
I know it's very, very exciting to tap things against other things, but it's normally the ages 1 to 4 that are excited about this. So maybe let's go.
Let's go in. What do we see? What is surrounding us inside this beautiful room? I presume.
And then I make sure to close the door, presumably that they can't then come in and follow us.
access it
we
behind
have the
you.
journal.
You're not...
Yeah.
Okay, let's just appreciate we went through a door.
You did. I'm really
Not
proud
that
of you
quick.
guys. You've come a long
no record.
way.
Let's spend 10 minutes just patting ourselves on the back there, actually. I think.
Let's have a sidebar about a top 10 door moments.
I like when the doorknobs talk. That's a wizard in this world.
So you walk into this room,
Amazing.
and it's immediately obvious that there is a smaller glass house in this space. This particular space isn't quite as cramped as it seems to be outside this space. You can still kind of make out a walkway, and there is room to squeeze through. This room here used to be used for like medicinal plants and kitchen herbs and that kind of thing in a smaller room, which was readily accessed by many people. You see a door that is going through it to the north, and it looks like a door off to the Never Eat west.
The Weeblix wall.
Yes.
So a door to the north and then a door to the west. Got it.
Yeah.
A door to the
And
Weeblix.
east.
Oh, the other one.
Look, I have to go.
East.
I have to go. Never eat soggy Weet-Bix, okay? So it's the
It's the eating direction.
Yeah.
I immediately look
Okay.
for rocks to throw at the glass house.
I mean, fair enough.
Stones to cast.
Just rock and roll.
Yeah.
So, like in the immediate one that you're in, like the smaller one, looking for rocks to throw at the glass of this one.
I just want to cast stones in a glass house. I feel like.
I mean, that's fair. There's plenty of stones underneath your feet. Like,
Yes.
It's the phrases that you shouldn't.
It's told me not to, so of course I'm going to do
It's
it.
told you not to. Oh, absolute rebel.
The whole point is to be separated from the people on the
I
outside
start
of the
gathering
glass house.
rocks.
What are you doing?
That is end action.
there's a whole lot
That's
of
my
loose.
action.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a whole lot of loose, sort of small pebbles and stuff at your feet, so you can easily pick that up.
Yeah, nice. Not too small. I want them to be big.
I feel like Granny would be trying to discipline Bardley for this behavior. It sounds. Everybody's behaving
The
very
rough-related
juvenile.
hijinks.
I would like to maintain eye contact and slowly take off my shoe and see how that works on JT. Oh, sorry, on Bartley.
Intimidating, Bartley? Okay.
It was an
Yes,
intimidation check
yes,
last time.
I would like to. Where is this? Oh my god, I'm not that great at it. I should be better.
One time you will get a nat 20 to intimidate with your shoe. And Bartley will get a shoe phobia.
Bartley bends over right as you go to, like, threateningly look with the shoe, and you're just, like, waving a shoe at yourself and a reflection of glass, and you just look silly.
Granny, I think we need both shoes on for this.
I put the rocks in my pockets.
Yeah. Perfect.
I huff and walk
Yes.
away. So I have nothing.
Am I able to do
I
a
can't.
cheeky perceive
Yeah,
to see if
can't
any of the
perceive.
plants are moving, shifting?
100%. Yep. Roll me up that perception check. Sweet
Oh,
perceive.
let's go. That is 21.
Nice. Okay, so in here, immediately in this area, it doesn't look like anything's like moving. That's unusual. Plants don't usually move. There's no real breeze in here, so like nice and still. It's kind of warm in here, but like a nice warm. And then it looks like on the outside of this glass house is a lot denser. So it looks like maybe something moved out there, but it's also really hard to tell because there's not a lot of light out there. So it's shadows moving on shadows. So it's hard to get a gauge of a size of the figure or what exactly is moving. But you do see some kind of shadow on shadow flicker going on out there.
You say that plants don't move, but we did fight a bush in a field before.
You did, yes.
So Dexter's very conscious of the fact that plants can sometimes become aggressive.
Right.
Yes.
And so I'm going to keep one hand on my very helpful sword of warning.
They can tell you something.
My good buddy.
Yeah.
Some good plant facts.
While I'm grabbing up stones, I might do a cheeky little Arcana check just to see if there's any strong sources of
magic
magic.
stones?
Well, of the plants around and stuff as well. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Do
mean,
like a-
I wouldn't turn down a magic stone. I'm not going to say no to it, but oh gosh.
Well, if you...
I don't think I noticed.
Is it higher than a 3?
I maybe rolled exactly a 3, and so now it's a 6. So I feel like maybe I don't notice anything. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of plants in here that are used for medicinal purposes, and that kind of throws you. You're like trying to do an Arcana check, but then you're like, wait,
I should have done
I've
a
seen
nature
this in the
check.
hospital. Is this magic? You know, like, so you're checking on the wrong
Right.
kind of thing.
Granny,
Granny would like to... What?
you know plants. You're
Do
in
know
tune with
plants.
nature.
What I would like to check for especially is whether they are like totally more lush.
More lush.
Than they
Yeah,
should be.
okay.
More
Are
lush.
they proper
Are they
lush?
So,
He's a proper
Are they
lush.
proper
he is.
lush? Yeah. Fake
Yeah,
lush
so-
or so
nature,
Granny would
survival.
and also pick us a few herbs.
Are they just faking or are they proper lush?
Yes.
Either wine or
Survival. Survival. Oh,
In
it
Welcome
is
to Love Greenhouse.
15, which is
Love
not a
Island
high
spin-off.
roll, but +6.
You know that's not
The
exclusively
Love Island
UK.
spin-off from someone who
Okay.
doesn't like Bush. Okay.
The president?
Ex-president.
So, with
2 ex-presidents.
with a 15, you definitely
what?
notice that the plants in here are more lush. If you want to use that word, it's a nice word. Proper lush.
lush.
They look healthier, bigger than usual, brighter, greener. But they also look like they are more dangerous than normal. So, like, plants that have thorns have a lot more thorns. Plants that are poisonous when cooked or whatever, and they usually have like a slight orange tinge to them just to warn you, because nature likes to warn you with colors and stuff, is very orange, like very brightly, screaming its purpose, So things are a little off here that you notice pretty much immediately.
I would like to pick some rosemary, and then would say, my boys, I think we're on the right track. Look how big the flowers are. I don't know.
Look
I'm
how
not clever
poisonous these
today.
plants look.
Yeah. Look, remember we shouldn't pick anything because last time we picked a plant. It
Bradley
didn't
is
go
like,
so well,
his tongue is like out,
but,
ready to lick a plant, and right before you say that, and you say it, they're like, and they pull their tongue back into their mouth, and they're like,
poisons.
Okay.
Poisons. Yeah.
Many episodes ago, we were given a list of plants to look out for.
Oh, that's true.
For a potion shop
And this is like a herb place.
in Lakeside. And this
Yes.
place seems teeming with herbs.
Oh, yeah.
Am I able to take the list out and see if we notice anything?
Yes.
Assuming that I still have it
Yeah.
as the filing cabinet of the group.
I mean,
I believe you haven't given the list away. No, you still have on you the list of herbs. You have not written on the back of that and given it to somebody else. I'm keeping track. So you do have that
That's good
piece
you
of
are.
paper. Yeah.
All the things.
There is so many tabs on this Excel spreadsheet already from the chaos that you guys bring. But that one particularly, the paper in the bag tab has that as still being in your bag. Yeah, so, Granny, with a 15 roll, you could point out a few of them pretty easily, like, continuing along that. You see the list and you're like, oh yeah, like, that's from that's that, there's a few here. And some of them are kind of pricey, like, good money for some of these.
Oh, I'm going to cut some of them with my
Does this count as stealing?
ceramic sword thing.
Are we stealing from your monastery?
We need to think about the future.
Well,
I mean, they're trimmings.
I feel like we're stealing from Mr.
stealing.
Kane, who's currently running the monastery, so I think it's fine. Because he steals from people, so we're stealing from someone that steals. It's morally ambiguous at worst.
At worst.
Yeah, besides, we will use it to further our heroism, so it's
At best, it's an
actually
investment for
helping
the future of helping people.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We're more like this character that steals from the rich and gives
I'm
to the
convinced,
poor.
but I'd be
that is,
happier if we could burn down the glass house after.
Definitely.
You do also spot some Perspike in here, for instance.
Perspike.
Oh, that did us dirty.
Okay. Do we have a sack?
Do you have one in your inventory? I think I've got a bedroll. That's like the closest
Your
thing.
clothes are made of
Is there
sack.
a
You could
real
just cut
shelf
off and
there?
have a little short skirt instead of a long robe. And
I could have like a crop top.
Yeah.
Place. Wouldn't there be a
little
place where
midriff
these
in your
things
monk
are?
robes. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, so Granny, you start looking around. Roll me an investigation check because you kind of realize this is a garden. There are likely to be nearby tools and, things for them to control the plants.
Oh my god, this is not a great day for rolling. 11.
Okay, 11. All right. Yeah,
11.
so it takes you a little bit as you sort of walk around and remembering that this place is not easy to move around. There's still a lot of vines and leaves and you kind of push things aside and sort of squish through some particularly like tough vines and things. But you find next to one of the raised beds, there is like a kneeling pad with like a little bucket of various small tools. So like a little hand trowel and a little hand fork and, a few other bits and pieces like that. Some gloves, a sack or two, a jar. Yeah, like a few bits like that.
Oh, cool. So as a druid with a herbalism kit, could I roll to harvest?
Wait.
Because I don't trust
I
these
have the
guys.
bag of holding. Do you want to use that? Do we want to try and use that to scoop it up? Like, you can do it if you want to physically do it.
I mean, last time we tried to use a sack.
That's because-
Also, how big is
well
No,
Right.
that's because we messed it up, though, because it got thinged into everyone's faces because we did something. I can't remember what we did.
Okay, if you think about like the clover flower, the head of that's quite like, almost fluffy, and then times it by maybe like 8 of them, that's what the head of the Perspike kind of looks like, and that's just one flower.
Okay, kinda skeptically listening to...
A bag of holding can only stretch so far, so it depends on how big the person
Yeah,
is.
but then when it goes in, it'll just go all the way,
Well, that's... Yeah.
in.
But, well, I mean, like, anytime we open it, it will put
that's-
people to sleep. Which
Bag
is
of
a
sleeping.
great
Well, yeah,
weapon.
that's true. I mean,
A sleeping bag.
we can just turn it over and empty it out at a point, right?
Oh yeah, that's a good... Okay, let's make it a mine.
That's true.
Well, I mean, I could also set it off with, like, a dart, if that would help, just while we're, like, at a distance.
Oh, like we throw the bag and you, like, pin the
Okay.
bag somehow?
I love that you guys have gotten real distracted from Perspike. There's like so many other herbs and spices and
Yeah, but
things
this is
in
the
here as
dangerous
well.
one, and we don't need to be knocked out from
Okay.
this.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Colonel Sanders realness.
100%. I'm going to give you the herbalism kit roll. So we'll do like a nature roll with proficiency on top of it because you have proficiency with a herbalism kit. You've got a bunch of good gear. And then we'll give you advantage because you've actually seen Perspike in action before. You know to be careful. You've actually got a really good glass that would trap any seed explosion, so you've got good. So basically here with all of that, your DC is a 16. So roll up, see if you can handle the jandal.
The jandal has turned on Granny.
Yeah.
This is nature plus proficiency plus
Advantage.
Okay, so does that mean if you're
advantage.
proficient in nature, you're
Okay.
adding your proficiency bonus again?
Yes, because it's I'm calling that we're specifically using a herbalism kit, which Granny is proficient with, so I'm going to add it on top for this particular situation.
No.
So, I'm gonna press the medicine button because it's already got the proficiency added. But it is nature. Oh my goodness!
But then add that proficiency bonus
24!
again.
Oh no, yeah, it's already
First
got it on.
roll.
You don't need
24.
it.
Nice.
Oh no, that's already done. And yeah, 24.
Yeah, okay, so you easily trap this curse bite
24.
in this jar.
So only one person falls asleep here.
Yeah. No, you easily trap it. You've actually got a nice head of Perspike, which hasn't had a seed explosion, which could be useful at some point in the future. And you manage to grab a few of other of these bits and pieces of various herb spices and medicinal supplies. So that will be quite useful to trade in at the apothecary in the future. Yeah.
Sweet. Into the bag of holding. Let's see what's behind another door.
Cool. So you've got the door to the north and the door to the eat. I'm just going with it now.
A door to the never. And a door to the eat.
A door to the nether and a door to the eat.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't want to go to the door to the sulky.
Feels like we're in Minecraft. I'm gonna go to the nether.
Yeah, that's true.
Dearest Dexter, would you know where the more lush area would be? Which door would lead us to
Oh,
it?
of course, definitely.
the
Can I make a
luscious-
survival check?
Yeah,
If
sure.
I do
or,
know.
or you can check the map I sent you just before.
Nah, Dexter doesn't have that map though.
Okay. Roll me a history check to remember from back when you were in the monastery.
Okay. Oh,
remember
the history's different. We've moved the goalposts. It's an 11, though.
Okay.
Still.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
bad.
you do remember one of these doors leads to a more tropical environment where they used to grow wee little cactuses and things that needed to be quite warm. And so you go near to the door to the north, and you're like, yeah, it's the other one, because you're feeling the heat just like radiate on your back. So you're like,
No, that's
it's not that guy.
I don't think it's that one. No, that's
Yeah.
definitely not the door we want to go. You can see him like put his hands on his thighs, just like, I think we shouldn't go through that one there. That door is not good.
Yeah.
Alright, the other one then.
Cool. Yeah, so you head out the door to the eat, and you instantly dissolve into darkness in here. It's remarkable the change from going from that smaller room to this bigger one. You think with the bigger space, it would allow more light to enter and to be a brighter kind of feel, but it's so suffocating in here. It's just such a tight, claustrophobic feeling space because light has just been swallowed with every space as you walk around. This was once a beaming, warm, bright light of a greenhouse filled with all sorts of amazing tropical flowers and beautiful. And plants have just filled every inch to the point where it's like you're gonna have to, you know, touch, move aside, like if you want to go through this space.
So it's only dark because it's clogged full of plants?
It's just so clogged. Like, they've crawled all the way over the glass. You can't even see the light.
Can I prestidigitation a little orb of light for us while we go through here?
Yeah, just a wee.
Just a little
I was going to light a torch, but they would not like that.
Yeah, I was thinking of lighting a torch, but then I was like, well, that will actually set it on fire. Like a little headlight from my hand,
From safety.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. So we'll
Hand
say,
light.
Yeah, a little
we'll
hand
say
light.
it's pretty directional, so you kind of can shine it like you would a torch. And sort of light up things as you're pointing or handing. You're handing at them?
I'm
You're
handing, I'm
at them.
high-fiving everything.
Yeah.
I'm opening up the floor for high fives from everyone, but it will blind you with how bright it is.
That high five is lit, bruh.
That's even more proper lush. Yeah.
It's lush.
The lush
It's
continues.
lit. Let's go. And I
Lit
guess what are we keeping our eyes out for in here then? Just anything out of the ordinary, or
No, like the Earthstone.
just like but
It's got to be around here somewhere.
So Bartley's like checking the stones that they already picked up. Is this it?
yeah, like I don't know what these are all earth stones. Like
No, that'd be an earth.
Do you need me to make the ground shake? I can do that. That's an earth tremor.
I'm okay. That is different.
You do know that Nurse Nahi showed you sort of a pedestal or talked about a pedestal that was larger than like a hand.
Yes.
So something that's bigger than this. You're not really sure what it looks like.
I need to find a rock to replace whatever the stone that we're getting.
Okay.
I've also been trying to find one that's a similar. I don't know what size and shape it's going to be, but I'm trying. That's why I've got an assortment of rocks.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, you're just like testing.
Okay.
This one feels better.
Yeah.
In my mind.
This is smooth.
I don't know what it is.
Quick
but
question. Does Mr. Kane know that what makes things grow is actually the stone? A stone.
I got the sense he didn't, because I think I said the earth stone and he looked at me confused.
You said it.
Maybe.
So we can pretty much pick up anything here, like a pile of donkey dung, and give it to him and say, this is what makes things grow, which wouldn't be a lie. So, you know,
try.
not a deception.
He would presumably test it before letting us go. But maybe he might
fertilizer
not.
works.
We could, maybe if we got him alone, we could charm him into believing that we were giving him. I haven't been very successful at charming yet, but it's got to work at some point, right?
I also feel like that's your solution to most things, but
Yeah, I try to charm my way through a lot.
At least it's not setting
it's
him
either
on
that
fire,
or setting it
which
on
is
fire.
The other one.
Those are my two exit strategies, and if you find a better one, let me know. I could also play a song.
Okay, so we are here in this thicket.
Yeah, I assume you're kind of moving Ivy aside and looking at the ground for rocks and sort of talking and walking and shining high five light on things as you're sort of moving through this space. It's hard going. It's very like, smashing through plants and things as you're sort of moving through this space. And I think the first thing you notice that anything is wrong is actually Dexter, as your sword of warning goes, there's a lot of plants here, man.
yeah, what's your point?
This we know.
Warning.
I didn't say anything.
The plants!
Oh no, I draw my sword.
Yeah, and so you're like looking around and roll me perception checks, because this will depend a lot on I'm giving you this because the sort of warning is letting you know that something is trying to surprise you.
I rolled 3 again.
Do I roll with advantage because I can hear my sword warning me?
What does your sword of warning actually give you? I'm just giving you some extra fun stuff.
Initiative rolls, I believe. Yeah, I get advantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah. It does say, you and your companions can't be surprised, but he tried to tell you. You just can't see where it's coming from. So
we're not surprised, we just don't know what's attacking us.
We don't know what's attacking you, and it is going to get an attack on you before you can do anything else. You know what I mean?
That sounds a lot like being surprised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then we'll... I know, but that's why he was like, warning, plant!
I got a salty 6
And
for my
also,
perception check.
you're very low.
Double.
You're very low level, and your item is very overpowered. You gotta earn that power.
It's an uncommon. It's the same as like a +1 sword or like a cloak of protection. Yeah.
Remember how you purchased it for almost next to no money because they were like, yeah.
Yeah, we charmed the pants off them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is a real monkey paw situation. Everybody.
Yeah.
Love.
Your weapons were cheap because they don't quite work the way they're supposed to.
Which is why we put a whole bunch of things in the bag of holding, which is definitely gonna turn out fine.
It's definitely gonna turn out fine.
Give us the stuff back.
Oh yeah,
wow.
Did we get that discount?
It's okay. I rolled really badly. So
yes,
you might
let's
be
go.
okay. So, Dexter, as you're walking through, these vines just grab at you and just tighten up around you all of a sudden, and they try and restrain you, and their little thorns and stuff try and grab in on you, but you manage to dart out of the way, as it tries to damage you because it rolled a nat 1. Yep. So yeah, you're not grabbed, which is probably good, but it was a near miss. So roll initiative, everybody, if you haven't already.
Okay, I'll take the advantage on this.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's decent. Every day I'm shuffling.
It's a...
Okay, hit me.
I don't know if it's good or bad, but
17.
I rolled a 13.
Dexter 17.
Oh, that
Granny
was a surprise
13.
from Granny rolling initiative above a 10.
Nice.
My last...
And Bodley, what you got?
My last
know.
2 rolls have been 3s. This time,
So
Oh.
Surprised
I
yourself.
rolled
This time.
a 4. So my initiative
We're climbing up.
was 9.
okay.
We are 1 step at a time.
I love it. It's great.
Just keep moving. Dexter's also not healed since you got hit by the baby Drake, breath whip.
Oh yeah,
It's like, we do not rest. We just
No.
simply do not.
you guys never do.
So he is on 14
Wait,
hit points.
Didn't take a night to get here after the... Oh, right,
No,
okay.
no,
Never
Yeah,
mind.
no, that happened after.
So Dexter, it
Yeah,
is your
that's
turn
Howdy.
straight away. So you get tried to grab by these vines, and you see other things moving around you. Doesn't look like it's just these vines. It's just these vines with the start of whatever is coming at you. You can hear crashing through vines, and there's something else moving in this space with you.
Ew. I thoroughly dislike this. Is the vine that tried to grab me still around?
Yes, totally. It's still dangling there, trying to feebly grab for you still.
Then I attack it with my pottery ceramical sword thing.
Yes.
Does a 13 hit the vine?
13 does hit the vine. That is the vine's number.
Okay,
Meat boots.
divine. The vine.
The bare minimum.
Divine.
Yeah.
Make cannibalism legal. You know, like the drag queen. The drag queen. Divine.
The drag.
Legalize murder.
Yes, I know that from pretty much every Snatch game. That is
She is very
a
iconic.
7 of piercing damage.
Okay. Piercing damage. Awesome.
And I will spend a key point to flurry of blows, please.
I love
So I'll
it.
make 2 unarmed strike. I got, just for flavor, like a punch and then a kick, as I attempt to damage this thing. Yeah, both of those would hit. It's a 15 and a 24.
Nice. Yeah, definitely.
Where have my D4s gone? How dare they betray me like this? That is 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And because I have the open hand technique, can I get it to make a strength saving throw?
If it is for prone, vines can't be prone.
Oh, that is the Dex one. That is what I was reading.
Yeah.
I was like, I do not want to knock his ass down, but I will just try to open palm it away from me.
Okay, I got you. Totally. Ooh, I rolled a nat 20, folks.
Of the times to do it, that's pretty good. It does not get pushed 15 feet away.
It's such a pretty nat 20 too. It's got like the symbol on the top. It's very fun. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't get pushed away. All right. Next up is Granny.
Oh yeah, could I please ask where my companions are relative
They're quite
to me?
close to you, so you're probably breaking through these vines and bushes and leaves and stuff, all kind of following each other quite close on the track.
And by the rocks.
Yeah.
Always, by the way.
I'm just gonna yell brace and I have this vision that Granny concentrates and releases a wall of force that pushes everything around her away a little bit so we can actually see what happens, but unfortunately everybody else is in the range, so everybody will need to roll me a con save. So yeah, it's a thunder wave. Yes. And in my head, it's like we're all in this thicket, like kind of thing, and she casts the spell, and it's just like a momentary, like a, and we can see around us.
Okay. He gets a lot. He gets a 19 on the dice, so I feel like that's a lot. 20. He gets. He's high too. Orange dice is this guy. He is he's an 18, but the other guy, he only rolled a 2 on his dice, so I don't think it matters what he gets. He is definitely being affected by this.
Cool. Which means everybody who fails is pushed away. Every object that's loose on the ground, or any like all those plants, they are also pushed away. Cool. So we have some visibility,
and we also have to do Constitution saving throws.
Yeah, you would have.
Anybody who is in front of Granny, so we can play this as like in order. So Dexter was first, then Granny, then
I already
Bardley,
rolled,
then...
and I got my only nat 20, so I'm gonna take it. So
okay.
I got a 23. I may have wasted my
I got an 8.
I'm really sorry. This was a fail. So unfortunately,
Do I get pushed into the vines?
Yeah.
Granny, what?
and
you get pushed away from me.
Do you also do damage? I feel like you also do damage.
I do.
Okay, so what's our damage talking? Because
it is 8 damage to the thing that failed.
Okay, 8 damage to the thing that failed, and half
that's Dexter.
and half as much to
the
thing
that didn't fail.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so my hope is I cast the spell and it didn't push away those 2 successful ones, but they are now visible because everything else is pushed.
So what happens is the vines are the ones that failed, the immediate vines that are attacking you just there. So the vines do swing back and kind of part, and then the trees, branches, and all of that stuff parts briefly as it kind of is pushed outwards, and you see ahead of you there is a clearing further in, and it looks like it has a small pedestal with a large brown oval stone on it. From this distance, very hard to see anything else to do with that, but you do see that pedestal in a bit of a clearing coming up. But the other thing that you do see, there seems to be some kind of a big old pile of vines and mush on the floor ahead of you, sort of spread out on the floor that doesn't seem to have moved anywhere. And the other thing you see is like staunchly holding against this like pushback is a large creature. It has many vines that it seems to be using as kind of like many legs. So think like octopus tentacles, but walking on land, that like its all vines are all curled around and using for balance. And as part of its body, it seems to be a corpse that it's using as like to make up the bulk of it. And out of the chest cavity of this corpse is budding this beautiful big yellow and red flower with these like little, what do you call them? Like the flower stems coming out of the top of the bud, sort of spraying outwards like that. And it's sort of like hunkering down against this like explosion. Some of the vines and stuff sort of settle back after the explosion, but you still can retain like at least kind of a vague line of sight on all of that now that you've seen it.
Yeah, but Dexter's not looking at all of that and is to go, Granny, what the redacted? What did you just do? That hurt a lot. Why would you do this to me? I thought we were on the same team. I thought we were friends.
I'm sorry,
So
dear. Tough loss.
Picks himself up, brushes them off, 6 hit points. You do that again, you will knock Dexter unconscious. Please be conscious of this.
Goodness. Let me see if I have any extra stuff.
Nah, I don't want your healing. Get it.
Okay, Granny
I'm in a mood now.
horrible.
Good.
However, this doesn't sound like Dexter, so I smell some sort of mind.
Smell.
Because Dexter loves his Granny.
Just any time he doesn't agree with you. If you got brainworms.
I know I just hit you with the spell, but why are you mad?
Why are you mad, bro?
My eyesight isn't the same anymore.
My sweet boy has taken 8 damage and it changed him.
Granny, as much as she can, pulls out the bowl of broth somehow. Preparation. Anyway.
Okay.
Next.
Is it me? Is it my turn?
Or
am I?
Is it
Yeah, or is it
time?
some vines?
It's actually
And that's the title of the
it's
episode.
actually
Nah, it should be lush. Lush plants.
Lush vine time.
Ooh.
lush vine time. No. How far do you move, you weird thing? Oh, there you go.
What did you call me?
you weird thing.
You crazy thing.
You crazy
Wow,
thing.
thing.
This wee guy doesn't really do much, but all of a sudden there is pollen in a radius of 30 feet sort of bursting out from the floor. Where I told you that there was a whole lot of like moss and kind of mulchy looking something that was sort of stuck on the floor. It releases like this poof of pollen. It's going to get definitely Dexter, unfortunately, because he was pushed forward. Definitely Bardley, because you were pushed forward.
I wasn't pushed forward.
No,
Bardley
but you were in
resisted.
front. Apologies, not pushed forward, but
I wasn't pushed forward. I held my own.
yeah.
I scored a 23.
It goes to a radius of 30 feet. And I'm going to say it gets Granny as well, but we're going to leave Hamlet at the back because obviously Hamlet is not here today. So roll me a wisdom saving throw, please, as you feel this poof of pollen come up.
A wisdom
it's not
save. I don't
very
have
wise.
propulsion save.
My wisdom is -1.
Another 13.
That is an 8.
Okay, that is a fail.
4. I took 8 damage from Granny's back. Can you use it in a sentence?
Using the sentence.
Betrayal. Noun.
Okay. Granny feels horrible. I'm
fucking-
enjoying this.
You bloody
very much.
should.
Friendly fire. Friendly fire.
So Granny is a save, Dexter is a
Yeah.
fail. What did Budley get?
I rolled 6, as in my first 2 rolls added together.
Right. I mean, we're still going upwards in the trajectory.
I rolled 7, but my
but
wisdom is -1, so...
yes, okay.
I rolled better.
So, unfortunately, what happens on your turn is that you must use all of your movement to get as close to this like pile of like mulchy, mucky, viney plant growth or whatever and stand on it. You just really want to go stand on that. That's what you want to go do.
Can we do things while
Yep.
we move, or is that's all we can do?
Yeah. Like, you just move
Okay.
and you want to go stand on that.
Okay.
Your action is still yours. You have to use all of your movement to get
Right.
as close to it as possible.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's what it does on its turn. And now it is Badley's turn.
I would like to cast Earth Tremor in attack mode.
Okay, so you run towards this thing and stand on it and then cast Earth Tremor.
Sure, I guess I have to.
Now, where are you casting Earth Tremor? Are you casting Earth Tremor deliberately underneath
Yes.
your feet, knowing the thing you're standing on
Yes.
probably isn't good,
Yes.
so it's probably going to get you 2? Or are you going for the thing with the corpse and the flower growing out of
Nah,
it?
I feel like
Okay.
I kind of want to try my hardest to split the earth open where we are
Okay.
with my tremor. I want the whole earthquake shebang.
I love it.
Because what's the radius of it?
It is 10 foot.
Yes.
By the way, all these spells are very loud.
Yes,
so we
you're
are
making a
not
lot of noise.
flying
And-
I'm
under
probably
the
singing a song.
radar.
Yeah, and the glass is kind of rattling. It's doing that thing where, like, you know, thunder and lightning happens
Very,
and the
very
glass
frightening.
kind of rattles
Yeah.
and the...
I'm
yeah.
making an earthquake happen. It's gonna
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love Tyler, the Creator.
rock and roll. Here we go. Okay, so that's a dexterity saving throw from each creature within range.
Okay. Alright, so that would be our, you don't know this, but man trap. The audience would know, maybe. man trap.
Do you mean my ex-wife?
That's a granny save.
I'm rolling lights out tonight. The dice want me to succeed, so I rolled a 19 on the dice for my man trap.
For your dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why Granny resisted, because it's a man trap.
Granny don't need no man.
Guys, we need gender-neutral traps. It's whatever year this campaign is set in.
I'm on board with the man.
Yeah, I was gonna say some people would be pretty. Yeah, see, Erica is pretty keen on getting one. Thanks, Erica, in the chat, just back me up.
I feel like this has some weird connotations around it that I don't want to get into.
Wait, so you can lure your foes to it, Erica?
I'm trying to do a spooky episode with like corpses and
I'm very spooked.
tentacles.
It is pretty scoopy.
I am so spooked that I may be not unconscious.
I'm so spooked about how dexterous this man trap is.
Yeah, he is very dexterous.
Whoa, he's he's desperate. No, he's dexterous. He's dexterous as hell. Yeah. I'm dyslexic. And,
You're
that's what it is.
Dyslexic.
I'm
Yeah.
dyslexic. He's dexterous as hell. I'm dyslexic as hell.
Yep. Okay.
None of us have dysentery.
Thank goodness.
No.
The 3Ds.
Thank the not gods
Oh
of this
god.
world.
Ah, yes, the 3Ds.
I keep clicking on the wrong thing, and I have no idea if every time I click on Discord appears very briefly. I don't mean to be clicking on Discord. I'm supposed to be clicking between my monsters and OBS. I need a third screen, guys.
Was the man
This is too hard.
was the man trap the only creature within range?
Yes, within 10 foot, yeah. Like,
Angry.
you're standing on it, yeah.
Angry. Okay, then as a bonus action,
Jolene. Sorry.
as a bonus action, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast a cheeky little bonus healing word for
That seems fair.
for Dexter.
For Granny.
Yeah.
For Granny, yeah.
No, for Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter serves his purpose.
Yeah, I mean, we found this
You're
stone.
right.
That's all he wanted
That's
to
yeah.
do.
Well, you've got your business is finished now. You won't come back to
I'm playing
Horde.
with house money.
You can add
Yeah.
11 health
Ooh.
back to you.
What's your healing word?
Manure.
Okay.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah, as in it's the manure of the world that is helping you.
It's a manlure to the...
It's a metaphor of manure.
Oh.
A metaphor of Mjolnir? Oh god,
A
that's
metaphor of
really
manure
hard to say.
and a motif.
Can that be the episode title, just so that nobody can pronounce it?
Like a rural juror.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a 30 rock, but
Okay. Cool. Turn duh.
yeah, I'm done. That's it. That's all I can do.
Perfect. Yeah, okay. And then it is the Assassin Vine's turn. So the Assassin Vine will spend its action to animate some vines and roots on the ground. So they're going to animate the vines and roots that are underneath Granny's feet.
Using Flash or Procreate or...
Using entangling vines, and that's the actual thing. But you know, vines are all connected in this place, and they're all sort of like one and the same, and it just like animates everything under Granny's feet.
Devil
So
snare.
Granny, roll me a strength saving throw as these vines come alive underneath you.
They're coding using Java. Oh no.
Not terrible.
Not even JavaScript. Ugh.
I hate these vines.
I made a coding joke that made sense. Everybody be proud of me. I don't know what I said, but a friend taught me that.
Okay, girl boss.
Go off,
Okay,
please.
gatekeep that information from the crowd.
Your friend was like, if anybody makes a Java joke, you bring up
You bring it
JavaScript.
up.
Yeah. Literally though.
R.I.P. Flash.
Yeah. And then they're watching now like, I have taught you well.
Okay.
Good, my child.
So, what did you get on your strength saving throw?
15.
Okay, you're fine. You managed to not
Fine as a
be
vine.
grabbed. So on your turn, you'll be able to move as normal. It does not manage to get you. But this area is now difficult terrain. So because it's all viney and thorny and just difficult to move through. Yes, viney, which is different from veiny, but, you know. Just as gross. When you're moving through this space, you will be moving at half speed to get to your friends and things now. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, and that brings us to our weird corpse flower man.
Wait, how long do you think these vines are?
Are you going to say
Doesn't
6
matter.
seconds? If we kill one, is that rip vine? JD.
Is this like a TikTok type joke that I don't get?
Vine was basically TikTok before
That's
TikTok.
true, but they were only 6 minutes long, so you could only
6
Sorry,
seconds.
Oh my gosh, 6 minutes. Who am I? Yeah, they were only 6 seconds long, so you could only do them within 6 seconds. So.
Yeah, so they had to be like very snappy, very like set up punchline.
But I was
The perfect
making
millennial
it out to be like a
attention
measurement
span.
of space, but it was a measurement of time. Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Classic
Silly
substitute.
goose.
I'm
This
just
is
a
like-
silly guy.
I guess I've just been bamboozled.
So as
What
this
does corpse
shambling vine monster creature thing scrambles towards where Dexter is lying on the ground, it
Did you say scrambles?
scrambles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Proceed.
It turns itself around in a really like gross, disgusting. Its head of the corpse kind of flops in front of you as it's getting like better situated to obviously attack you. And as the head flops backwards, you see the face of Abbott Peak looking right at you.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Gross.
Very dead, very stinky, and making up the
He's
center
the
of
manure.
this corpse flower.
He's the fuel for the plant. That's crazy.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Dexter is
This
very,
must be-
very spooked.
Yeah, that's kind of haunted Halloween.
Must have an emotional connection to this flower.
Would this shake him of his desire to go towards the man trap, do you think, Jules? Do you think he would be slightly distracted?
Maybe. He's just sniffing you a little bit because it feels like you're about to turn into a corpse, and that really does it for him. This creature. So
I got healed! I got better.
yeah. So he's this creature reaches out its tentacles and it tries to strike you. Now,
What?
Yeah, it makes 3 tentacle attacks. So this is no joke, guys.
This is a family podcast.
Yeah,
You
this
just-
is serious stuff.
I'm so spooked
Just
right
wait until we get to
now.
legendary actions.
Yeah, so this head of
Haven't done it yet.
Abbott Peak is just bouncing around as this creature throws
can't
all
believe
3
Dexter's
tentacles
dying.
towards you. And
been a good run.
does a 24, a
R.I.P.
20,
Vine.
and a 10. 24, 20, and a 10.
The first 2
Yeah.
weirdly do hit.
Weirdly.
Yeah.
The 10, no.
So 9 bludgeoning damage each. I would make you take the DC 14 Constitution saving
Wait.
throw if it matters.
So wait,
9
9
from the,
each?
Yeah, so 9 from the first tentacle, which also does a Constitution for poison damage, but then there's going to be another one that does 9 bludgeoning
That takes you
straight
out,
after
doesn't
that
it?
as well.
You hear a boxing ding 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 bells. Dexter
Yeah.
just thumps back.
Great. Waste
Yeah,
of a
and it
healing
looks-
word.
Needed to lie down.
Yeah, it looks like it's about to. It cannot do this on its turn, but it looks like it's about to gather it into itself and kind of stuff it in.
Hell yeah, I'm joining the peak.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm rolling with my homie
it's
in this
like 3
corpse.
raccoons in a trench coat, but it's
Yeah.
but it's 2 humans in a plant suit. This is a whole new meaning to the Day of the Triffids.
Oi.
And I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. With Dexter about to be swallowed by the corpse flower that has grown out of the abbot that he called, a mentor, father figure.
In 2 weeks, I'm going to be looking forward to, what can I do with Dexter? Boot up my character sheet. Oh, I'm unconscious.
Yep.
This is cruel and unusual, but makes sense for Halloween.
This is not the first time, though.
We'll have to come back next week to see if Dexter will survive what the corpse flower has in store.
It's the first time I've been unconscious at the end of a session.
Yeah, but...
Gosh, yeah, usually I've got a better time to, pop back up, but we're here now.
So,
I really wanted to do the poof with the plants, okay?
Yes,
it was very cool.
It was very cool for me. So, thank you for joining us today. If it is your first time visiting Isen, I really hope you had a good time with our spooky horror that will be continued in 2 weeks' time. So don't miss out on the second part of the exciting end of Chapter Earth as we finally get nearer to our Earthstone. Will our sidebar heroes be able to recover the Earthstone and do what they need to do, or will they die in the attempt? You'll have to be here to see. For all of our Fadies who are coming home again, thank you so much for joining us for this very fun, very spooky, ooky, terrifying episode. I hope you're nervous for your favorite sidebars out there right now and are taking bets on whether they're going to survive or whether these guys are making backup characters as we speak.
Oh, I thought I was just off the podcast. Oh, that's good. I just don't return the next week.
Yeah.
Until you actually really die.
I know, you're right.
Yeah. So, speaking of people we need to thank, let's do a quick shout out to our players where you can find them on the socials. So, Dexter, where can we find Severin on the socials before, you die and we can't find you anymore?
Oh man, the thing to really get me up in this moment is if you go to Facebook and search up Severin Gawley Comedy Person and give that a like, follow for all of those cool events. And then I will miraculously come back to life more powerful than before.
That's true. You, the Patreon, can support that from happening. I don't know. Can they? Maybe.
That's a high tier.
Yeah. Granny, where can we find Kasha on the socials?
I cannot be found anywhere other than Isen at the moment. And
that's true. There's so much Granny here.
Doing one thing that's awesome is enough.
Jules, Daniel, where can we find you on the socials?
Yes, I am single-handedly spearheading bringing back Vine. No. I am on...
Change.org.
I am on TikTok under Jules Daniel NZ, and I am on Instagram under Jules Daniel because I like to be funny and silly and a little weird.
Nice. I love it. Thank you very much. I am DM Jules. You can find me on all the socials at Jules from NZ. I'm kind of everywhere. I just started an OnlyFans account to support other people, but I'm not going to post on it. Weird. I don't have the self-confidence for that, but I will support my friends doing it because go them and their confidence. You can find me everywhere on Jules from NZ, apart from one thing. Oh yeah, X, where the lady stole it and then never posted anything, and I'm mad at her. Anyway, big shout out to our mods in chat. You can see Samsara in there doing beautiful things in there, and also I think Samsara usually streams after the show. Maybe, I don't know, Samsara will correct me if that's the case, and Amy will help me take it over there after the show, so stick around. If that's true, then Amy will port us over there so we can continue the Fady fun. And yeah, Amy, thank you so much for being the best mod around, despite the fact that you got COVID at Armageddon. Oh my god. I can't believe you're still here. I love you. And the
Go get some
list,
sleep.
the list of
How do you
people who really need to be thanked because without you, we literally couldn't do and wouldn't still be doing what we do. And the Discord would be a lame, sad place on the internet without you. So thank you so much to all of our Patreon supporters: Alex White Robertson, Irene Cucci, Laura Christine Goodwin, Sam Malcolm, Kai Drum Fuzz, Kai Dearlove, Victoria and Gavin Porter, Daniel Nichols, Violet, Squish the Guy Who Doesn't Talk in an Audio-Only Podcast, Alexandra Litkites, Andrew Evans, Chaos the Fog, Dakota Shemansky, Sean's Uncle Fingers McGee, Jared from the Indie Film Review Podcast, Ezekiel Tabarelli, The Gamatron, Christian H, Sam Sarah, Disturbed 1NZ, Lyndon Hood, Peter, that one's for you, Tom, Erica Jane, Steffi James is awesome, Penny D from the Terrible Adventures of the Janderson Breakfast Parchment Company Podcast, Aaron Gilgren, Robin McLean, Moji, Torchy Barkai, Danielle the Tea Lady, the Lady of the Tea, Liquor Witch, and Liz from Movie Reviews in 20 Qs. We love you all so much, including Tom, who is a friend of my partner. My partner had like a citizenship ceremony. He's finally a New Zealand citizen, which is very, very cool. But his name is Paul Chalk, and when they called his name, they said Peter Chalk, and I was like, oh, no, Paul doesn't live in New Zealand, Peter does.
I was just thinking it wasn't the organization Peter. I'm like, that is a weird person to think to describe.
It's very
that
funny, and they give you a like a native plant or whatever as part of the ceremony. So now we have a plant called Peter, which is just gonna be full of memories forever. It's very, very funny, and I love it. So thank you so much for everybody. Stick around if you want to hear about what our players are up to for the next few weeks. Other than that, we love you. Enohora, kakiteya no, and aroha nui.
Wait.
Goodbye.
We didn't
What?
say.
Oh yeah, we
Woo!
did.
Did we not?
We're off our game.
Complaints. Okay.
And
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
That's
the
the
end
end
of the
episode.
Granny saved the day.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, I can't believe we didn't do it. That's crazy. Our spooky special episode got way too scary, guys. Between the finds, the poisonous flowers, and the terrible puns, we all suffered a little bit of horror. No one more than Dexter, though, as he came face to face with his mentor, Abbott Peak, who is very, very dead. Ooh, like Dexter himself is about to be if his party doesn't rescue him. I'm too scared to look, and I'm the DM. But I'm definitely turning up next episode, because I have to, and also because I really want to see what happens. See you there as we near the end of Book 2, Chapter Earth, and we see who survives. That's it for this episode. Don't forget to review us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening to this, or just share us with a friend. You can also follow us on social media. Those are all at Fate of Isen, or become a Patreon at patreon.com/fateofisen for as little as $2 a month. You can support the show, join our exclusive Discord server, and get some access to some sweet bonus content and rewards. Thanks for listening, everyone out there. Kia kaha. Stay strong. It's been hard, y'all, but I love you. Aroha nui. You're awesome. See you later. Kakite!